From IBMTV, International Broadcast Media, this is your report from Washington. 22 days, and that's it. Here is your snapshot. Trump is running out of time. This election is set to be a referendum on Trump's divisive leadership. From the AP, quote, the issues are profound. The suburbs are not likely coming back. His struggle with older voters is real. COVID infections are surging in several states, and the White House is refusing to disclose whether Trump is still infected. Question, did COVID-19 humanize Trump or seal his defeat? The president has an opportunity to turn his own health challenge into a political asset if he can demonstrate real empathy. However, empathy has never been Trump's strong suit. We've heard conflicting and misleading messages from this president throughout the pandemic. Next, will there be a Supreme Court effect? As Trump courts swing voters in key states this week, Washington will be consumed by the Supreme Court hearings. The prospect of adding a conservative will excite Trump's conservative base, but will it threaten independents and moderates concerned about the end of Obamacare and legal abortion? Next, Florida. In the reddest of red regions in Florida, two Republican strongholds showed modest signs of enthusiasm for Biden. Without winning Florida, Trump has virtually no path to re-election. In fact, if Biden wins Florida decisively, all this talk of a delayed election result could be quickly forgotten. And now for Biden. Biden portrays 2020 as an entanglement of social, economic, political, environmental, and public health crises as threatening to America's stability as the Civil War and the Great Depression. Biden points to Presidents Lincoln and Roosevelt for inspiration as a backdrop for his closing argument against Trump. Quote, a century and a half after Gettysburg, we should consider again what can happen when equal justice is denied and when anger and violence and divisions are left unchecked, end quote. Refashioning Lincoln's words, Biden added, quote, it cannot be that here and now in 2020, we will allow the government of the people, by the people, and for the people to perish from this earth. It cannot and it must not, end quote. Being a steady alternative to Trump may be enough to win. According to 538, Biden has an 86% chance of winning the presidency. There are 8 states where the race is closest: Ohio, Georgia, Iowa, North Carolina, Arizona, Texas, Florida, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. All 9 voted for Trump in 2016, but now Biden holds a narrow lead in 5, with the remaining 4 in a dead heat. The House is on recess through the election. The Senate has postponed floor activity through October 19th. Today, Trump will speak at a rally in Sanford, Florida. Tuesday, he will speak at a rally in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Wednesday, he will speak at a rally in Des Moines, Iowa. Today, Biden will be in Toledo, Ohio. And later, he will be at a voter mobilization event in Cincinnati. Thursday, Biden will participate in an ABC town hall. Now, for more on the election, join us tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on American Politics with our featured guest, former U.S. Senator George Lemieux of Florida. In other news, the Supreme Court hearings are taking place on an accelerated schedule. Viewers should expect to see Barrett portrayed by Republicans as a principled jurist and person of faith in the mode of her mentor, Justice Scalia. Democrats will highlight the unseemly rush to fill Ginsburg's seat. They will also label Barrett a results-oriented conservative whose ascension to the high court would begin the undoing of abortion rights, loosening gun restrictions, and turning back the clock on environmental regulations and anti-discrimination laws. In a sign of the times, Wall Street feels bullish on Biden. Biden's widening lead in the poll is providing a bullish cue to investment strategists. Wall Street now sees less chance of a contested election and more chance of a blue wave and a large stimulus that could follow. A clear-cut Democratic win would provide certainty to markets that have been nervous about election risks. Finally, the current COVID death toll from Johns Hopkins is over 214,771 American souls lost and 1,077,882 global souls lost with no vaccine in sight. That is your report for October 12, 2020 from IBM TV, International Broadcast Media, smart television for a smarter global community, from dictatorships to democracies around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I'm Bill Trezevant.